Hello friends, this is Dr. Vijay, consultant surgical oncologist from Apollo CBCC Cancer Care, Ahmedabad.
Hello friends, this is Dr. Praveen, consultant surgical oncologist at Apollo CBCC Cancer Care, Ahmedabad.
Today we are here to discuss a topic on vaccines which prevent cancer. Yes, you heard it right, there are certain vaccines which prevent cancer. As you all know, and we are all waiting for a vaccine against corona at present times with only one intention, that if we get vaccinated, we may be protected against corona. In a similar manner, there are certain viruses which cause certain infections in the body which ultimately may lead to cancers also. So there are certain vaccines devised against those viruses too. So specifically if we talk about cancer vaccines, there are two varieties. One is cancer prevention vaccine and two cancer treating vaccine. So today our topic, we are discussing about cancer prevention vaccines, and over the entire world we have two vaccines which fall under this category. One is against hepatitis B virus, which prevents chronic hepatitis and sometimes even liver cancers, and the second one is a human papilloma virus against which a vaccine is devised, which we call it as a HPV vaccine. So our focus today is on HPV vaccine. The reason being, anyways, the vaccine against hepatitis B is included in the National Immunization Program of India, while human papilloma virus vaccine awareness itself is lacking. And most importantly, many of the people don't even know that cancer of the cervix arises most commonly because of a human papilloma virus infection. Though the infection is very common in many of the individuals, it regresses spontaneously on its own. But in certain people, even less than 1% of the individuals, it may turn up to a cancer. So if we go by statistics, around 1 lakh cases per year are diagnosed of carcinoma cervix in India, out of which unfortunately we are losing around 60,000. So this is significantly important number. So we have to discuss about this. So my first question to Dr. Praveen is, what are the vaccines which are available in India against human papilloma virus, and what are the similarities and differences among them?
Yes, Dr. Vijay. Before going into the details of the vaccine, I would like to tell about the human papilloma virus types, or the strains we call. There are around 30 to 40 types of human papilloma virus, of which the HPV type 16 and 18 are the most common. There are other common types like 6, 11, 31, 33 and so on. But 16 and 18 constitute about 80 to 90% of the types which are responsible for cervical cancer. Now coming to the vaccines are designed based mainly on these types, that is 16 and 18. The Cervarix is a bivalent vaccine effective against type 16 and 18, and the Gardasil is effective against it's a quadrivalent vaccine effective against 16, 18, 6 and 11. So the basic difference is just that the Cervarix is effective only against two types, but Gardasil is effective against 4 types of strains. The common thing is that both prevent cervical cancer, because 16 and 18 are the most common cause for cervical cancer. Gardasil effective against 16, 6 and 11, that only prevents the warts. The type 6 and 11 causes warts or papillomas, so Gardasil is effective against those also. But basically these two prevent cervical cancer, targeting 16 and 18. So now I would like to ask Dr. Vijay, what is the recommended schedule and in whom it is indicated. Dr. Vijay.
Right, Dr. Praveen. As you have mentioned that there are two different vaccines which are available, and a new vaccine, nonavalent vaccine is available. In India, both these two vaccines are there. When compared to the rest of the world, India is little different in the people whom the vaccination is allowed. While in the rest of the world, boys and girls are allowed for vaccination, while in India it is recommended only in girls. The age group being 9 to 14, the best age when we can vaccinate to get the best protection, while it is still recommended up to the age of 26. So the only intention of vaccinating at that age group is that because HPV infection usually happens with the sexual contact or sexual intercourse. So to give it just before the sexual intercourse would be the best thing before the patient if anyone gets infected. So girls at the age of 9 to 14 is the best age, and the recommended schedule in this age group is 0 and 6 months. Only 2 doses are enough. While if they cross 14 years and below 26 years, then the doses will be 3, 0, 1 and 6, or 0, 2 and 6, which means the duration in between the first vaccine and the second vaccine, first time would be 1 month and next time would be 5 months. So that is the way how the schedule is recommended. After 26, definitely it is not recommended. While in boys and rest of the world, it almost depends upon the local scenario, almost in the same age group. So the motto here is before the first sexual contact, the vaccination should be done. So now, Dr. Praveen, I would like to know whether this vaccine is preventing only cancer of the cervix or it has any other effects.
Yes, Dr. Vijay. HPV doesn't only cause cervical cancer, it is responsible for other genital cancers like the vaginal cancer, the vulval cancer, penile cancer. Also, it is responsible for oropharyngeal cancers. It is one of the most common cause for oropharyngeal cancers also. The vaccine is effective against all these types, but the strong recommendation currently is only in cervical cancer. In other cancers, the evidence is not that strong, but I think in the near future, the recommendations for other types of cancers will also be there. Now, Dr. Vijay, I would like to ask you, the one thing that HPV vaccination is not included in the immunization program is the cost. So if you can just highlight on the cost factor, Dr. Vijay.
Right, definitely. Cost factor has a role in including the vaccines in the national immunization schedule. Apart from that, there are other reasons also. But if feasible, if possible, the cost of the Cervarix vaccine in India is 2,190 rupees, while Gardasil is 3,000 rupees. So if we are immunizing our girl child within the age of 14 years, so 2 doses would be recommended, so it would be double the amount which I have told, within a gap of 6 months. But that would give them lifelong protection against carcinoma cervix due to human papillomavirus. So now, Dr. Praveen, I want to ask about, there are certain myths which are actually associated with human papillomavirus and the vaccination. So people do think that if we vaccinate the child, maybe the child would be infected because of it. What do you want to say about it?
Yes, Dr. Vijay, like people feel that if you vaccinate, because people think that in vaccine the virus is only given. Yeah, it is, but it is the dead virus which is given, and there are totally zero chances of infection. Means there is no chance of infection after the vaccination. So people should be told about this. People should know about this, that there are no chances of infection and it is really safe. This is one myth which people have. There are other myths also. I want to ask you, Dr. Vijay, whether it can be given in pregnant women or not.
Right, as we have already discussed that the vaccine should be given before the first sexual contact or the intercourse. So as of now, depending on that logic, definitely pregnant women, it wouldn't be helpful in vaccinating a pregnant lady. Neither does it help the fetus also. So as of now, there is no recommendation for pregnant women to get vaccinated. So one more myth, Dr. Praveen, is that suppose if the vaccination is given, as we all know that there are certain screening protocols for carcinoma cervix, but if we are vaccinating, does this give a chance so that they can skip the screening protocols for carcinoma cervix?
No, the answer is no. If you are vaccinated, it doesn't mean that you are protected lifelong. Obviously, you are protected with the vaccine, but HPV is one of the most common causes, but there are other causes of cervical cancer also. So the standard screening program is always recommended whether you are vaccinated or not vaccinated. So if a lady is vaccinated, obviously at that recommended age when the screening program is recommended, you should go for the screening program. So it is not that if you are vaccinated so that you are protected lifelong and you can skip the screening program. So it is HPV vaccine plus screening, which will give you the best results, which will give you the best protection against cervical cancer. Now, Dr. Vijay, any other myths which you want to tell us?
I think,
any other thing?
Yeah, Dr. Praveen, most of the myths are actually covered, and in the the rest of the India or rest of the world, actually, there is one myth that people do think that if we vaccinate, then the sexual promiscuity might increase, but it is not so. World over, whatever studies were done, it is not so actually. So I just want to sum up the topic with this concluding that HPV vaccination is definitely important in preventing the cancer of the cervix, which is due to human papillomavirus. There are multiple other causes of carcinoma cervix. Usually HPV causes the squamous cell variety of carcinoma cervix, and it is a most common cause. And it also doesn't mean that whosoever is infected with the HPV will definitely land up in cancer. Only less than 1% chances are there. But even that less than 1% is translating up to 60,000 women in India. That is a significant number. So to prevent that, vaccination is important. Yes, there are cost factors associated with it, but if it is feasible, definitely it is better. And second important thing, we have discussed about all the myths. Both the vaccines are properly safe and efficacious against HPV and the warts also. It is not just preventing, Gardasil does not just only prevent cancer, it also prevents warts also. So I think this awareness is really required to reduce the morbidity and mortality due to carcinoma of cervix in India, particularly with respect to the women of our country. So do you want to add any other point, Dr. Praveen?
Yes, Dr. Vijay. As we have told, HPV vaccine is indicated in young boys and girls. The main thing is that people should not be infected before taking this vaccine. So I want to say people with HPV, already having HPV infection, people with warts, people with cervical cancer, this vaccine is not effective. So people should know that it's not that people having cervical cancer ask for vaccines. It is indicated before the HPV infection. So this is one thing I wanted to be clear.
Right.
So yes, Dr. Vijay.
Right, a very well made out point, Dr. Praveen, because we do keep seeing scenarios where once the diagnosis of cancer cervix is there, people ask for vaccination. It is not helpful then. So that needs to be kept in mind, and that is the only reason why young girls at the age of 9 to 14 should be vaccinated to prevent all these things in future. So I think let us conclude this session with this end point. So we all hope for a better future in India, better future for our girls in India and for our women. So with this, let us conclude the session. Stay home, stay safe, and be happy.
Stay safe. Thank you.
Bye-bye.